Seriously, this pay-per-view sucked. Oh man, this pay-per-view sucked. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, and I'm going to get into that. But hey, everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk. Elimination Chamber. Okay, I'm warning everybody right now. Towards the end of this video, because the main chamber match, some of you are going to get very sensitive about this, but I don't care a fuck. So I highly recommend when I get to the chamber match, towards the end, I highly suggest you click off the video immediately. I don't know if you're sensitive, because I'm applaud. And not applaud in the way you think. Not applaud because Kofi didn't win. No, actually, I'm very happy he did. I'll get into more of that because this has been boiling inside of my stomach and I need to let out. So, fair warning. If you're one of these hardcore Kofi fans, I suggest you just click off the video to avoid anything else. Or at least when I get to that match, click off the video. Because I'm going to go on a major rant, and I'm not happy. So with that being said, you have been warned. Now, let's start off the pay-per-view. So, with that being said, I'm going to do this. So let's see. So the opening contest was for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Not the be crowned the first ever. That's a little horseshit. If you know, women's tag titles were made way back in the day. So it's just the inaugural champions. Not the brand new, just inaugural. Or the vacant champions, whatever you want to call it. We have Bayley and Sasha Banks, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, Carmella and Naomi, Nia Jax and Tamina, the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, and finally, Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Now, let's talk about some positives. I thought this was a fun opener. Unfortunately, a lot of botches in this match. There were a lot of botches, I'm not going to lie. But I thought it was still a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Some cool spots. Nia Jax and Tamina did not win. Thank fucking God. That was the one team I did not want to win. Spots used in the chamber were pretty nice, solid, smooth. But again, a lot of botches. But at the end of it, Bayley and Sasha did win. So congratulations to them. I figured they would. So now what are they going to do for moving forward? I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. Congratulations to Bayley and Sasha Banks on becoming the new Women's Tag Team Champions in the chamber match. I got really nothing else to say, but it was fun. Besides the numerous botches, I still thought it was a fun match, a fun opener. Got really nothing else to say about that. Next, we got Usos versus Shane and the Miz for tag team titles. I thought this was very good. Nothing great, but I thought it was good. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. Usos end up winning, which I'm fine with. I don't like this storyline with Miz and Shane. I do not, because I know what's leading up to a match at Mania, and that's just stupid in my eyes. That's a waste of a spot for Mania. I don't care how good the story is. I'm not into this at all. It's predictable. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm glad Usos win. Congratulations. They're now, 6-time tag team champions, I believe. So overall, I thought it was good. Near falls. Good tag wrestling. Shane looked like he was gasping for air all the time, like he always does now. But I thought it was a fun tag match. Next match was the handicap match for an Intercontinental Championship. First of all, handicap matches are stupid. I hate handicap matches. Never liked it. Especially for championships. That's just Vince Russo booking 101. Lashley and Lio Rush versus Finn Balor. The match didn't really do anything for me. The match was a TV match. The only thing good about it was Finn Balor is the new Intercontinental Champion. About freaking time. Long overdue of a title. Long overdue. Pins Lio Rush, and then Lashley gets pissed and attacks Rush at the end of the thing. So I guess they're broken up. Whatever. But that's pretty much what that's pretty much all I could give you. I also got really no energy for this. Honestly, this is maybe more for a rant towards the end of the thing. So this match really was just TV match. Finn Balor's new Intercontinental Champion. Good match itself. TV match, nothing special, very forgettable. Next match, Ruby Riott versus Ronda Rousey. Waste of my fucking time. Really? You couldn't have a 15-minute competitive match? No, you just had to have Ronda bury Ruby Riott, make Riott Ronda's bitch for pretty much a 90 seconds on pay-per-view? Really? Really, of all people, Ruby Riott. This is a Alicia Fox or a, I don't know, Dana Brooke. This is fucking Ruby Riott, one of the more talented people on your roster, and you're going to job her out and get her bitch beat. And the whole story of this was Ruby Riott was being overlooked, and she was completely overlooked. In my opinion, this was more for build for the segment. This wasn't a match. It was a waste of time. The segment was great. The fucking match was garbage. It was a fucking joke. The only good part was Becky Lynch came out later and hit both of them with the crutches and fucking went insane with them. Jesus Christ, those crutches shots fucking sucked. She was doing a shirt, so I didn't mind it. That made me happy at least. But again, when it comes to that match, I know what the outcome's going to be. It's going to be a triple threat at WrestleMania, and I'm not looking forward to it. People are pissing on me from the last video I did because, oh, it's story. It's just storytelling. You're pissed off of storytelling. You're missing the point. The storyline, how this all came to be, sucked. My biggest problem is Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch needs to be one-on-one. That's what the fans want. Is a one-on-one match with Ronda and Becky. No Charlotte. That's what I'm trying to get at. Charlotte can fuck off for all I care. I don't care. Becky deserves this movie. This is what the fans want. They got robbed of this match at Survivor Series. They said fucking Nia Botchamania injury-prone bitch. And this is the things we get. And it's a triple threat because we can't trust Becky or Ronda to have a main event match without Charlotte. God forbid we have a first ever women's main event at WrestleMania and it doesn't involve Charlotte. Oh my God, the world's gonna end. That's why I'm mad. That's the whole video purpose of that video. It wasn't because just the story was bad, even though it was dumb. It's the whole point of it's obviously going to be a triple threat, and I'm not looking forward to it. Will it be a great match? More likely, hell yeah. But it's not the match I want. It's not the match we want. We don't want Charlotte involved at all. I'm sick of her getting the spotlight. She's getting the Roman Reigns treatment. Get Charlotte the fuck out of there. Who knows? Maybe WWE will change their mind. Maybe at Fastlane, maybe Charlotte will be out of the match. And they'll go back to Ronda Becky Lynch. Maybe they'll do that. That's giving WWE a little bit of credit, and I don't give them that much credit. I have very low expectations when it comes to WWE and stuff like this. I mean, they had Ronda, Becky Lynch. All they had to do was just build it up. Instead, they fucked it off. But they didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to touch it. They didn't do anything. It was perfect. But they had to add Shaw in there, and it's broken. Now they're trying to repiece everything together. Segment was great. The match was a waste of my life. Waste of my life. Yeah, it was a waste of my life. 9 seconds, I can't get back. The next match. Speaking of waste of my time. Corbin versus Strowman. No DQ. Remember when Strowman back in, 2017 was one of the highest things? One of the highest acts in WWE. Now look at him. He's losing to Baron Corbin. Keep in mind, I watched the Cruiserweight match on Kickoff between Bryan and Kieran Zahn. That was great. And I just thought to myself, we had this great match on the Kickoff, and yet we have Ruby Riott Ronda, which was a waste. Which was like 90 seconds, just a lead for a segment. And then we have the no DQ match, which was on fucking pay-per-view, and no one gave a shit. Like, who seriously gave a crap about Strowman and Corbin? Nobody. And it's not even the good Corbin. It's Constable Corbin, the stupid this. Get the fucking thing off. Can I get the best Corbin at least? Jeez almighty. Can't stand this best Corbin. Boring. And you're making Strowman look weak. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Just Cruiserweights having a great match. Sorry, you're on a kickoff. But we need our Corbin and Strowman match on pay-per-view. And we need that Ruby Riott squash match on pay-per-view. Like, my mind's blown. My mind is blown. But then again, this is what I expect. Whatever. Now we go into the main event. The WWE Championship match inside the Elimination Chamber. First of all, thank God they put this in the main event. God, when was the last time the WWE Championship was defended on pay-per-view? Defended on pay-per-view. When was the last time the WWE Championship was actually on pay-per-view and was defended last? Not WWE Championship last. It's like it was in the main event. That'd be Survivor Series, but I'm talking about like defended. When was the last time? I think it was Clash of Champions 2017. I think. I think it was Clash of Champions back in 2017. We're in the beginning of 2019. Took them long enough to put the damn most prestigious title supposedly in the main event of a pay-per-view. Wow, what a concept. Jeez. So we get the chamber match. It starts off with Joe and Bryan stepping each other. Kofi then comes out. Kofi got the biggest pop ever. The entire night, every fanboy was just going fanboyish for Kofi Kingston. Then we had AJ Styles. Then short after, Joe got eliminated by Styles. Then King Jeff Hardy, he got eliminated shortly after by Bryan. Then Orton came in. He eliminated AJ. Orton and AJ, that's the program they're going to be going with. Going to WrestleMania. That's what the reports have been saying. I'm surprised guys like Saul Monster didn't read upon this. Because he's been saying, like, what are they going to do with AJ? And I'm like, doing AJ and Orton, have you not been reading the news? It's like the way it is in the news articles. Everyone's like, oh, I heard about Taker going to AEW, Batista and talks, and all this shit. And everyone's like, well, what's AJ doing? I'm like, it's AJ and Orton. This has been news for months. It's going to be AJ and Orton. That's the plan for Mania. Surprised no one catches on to that. So I came up onto Kofi. I'll say this. The best night was Kofi eliminating Orton. If you don't know the history, the reason why Kofi didn't get pushed for all these years was because of Orton in real life. Because Orton botched one spot, Orton wanted to complain, and Kofi lost his push. Blame all that on Orton. That was 100% Orton's fault, and he got exactly what he deserved. Fuck that enhancement piece of dog shit. He got what he deserved. That was retribution in my eyes. That was great. But at this point, the chamber was just good. It just, honestly, it was lacking something. I don't know what it was. It just, something was missing. And then there came the last 10 minutes, which was Kofi and Bryan. And if you remember the Royal Rumble from 2007, where it was down Taker to Shawn, and they practically had a 10-minute match, and it was super dramatic, and nobody knew who was going to win. It was that with Kofi and Bryan. Some people call it the Santino effect, which I understand why, but the only difference is Kofi's a legitimate wrestler. Santino was a jobber joke. They went out 10 minutes and made the chamber for me just, oh, it was all right. It's solid, good, I guess. And then they made it great. Those two alone just made it great. Kofi busts his ass off. And that's just no disrespect. When I get into the ring, this has nothing to do with Kofi being a terrible human being. This has nothing to do with Kofi Kingston's ability, okay? I'm a real hardcore Kofi Kingston fan. I've been a fan of his since he first debuted. I would say he should be a WWE champion since he debuted. Me. Only me, a handful of people in this world are like me. And I'm going to get more into that rant. It has nothing to do with Kofi being suckage, okay? Kofi busts his ass off. He proved to everybody that I've known since the very beginning he's championship material. And guess what? The fans were pissed off when he lost to Bryan. And there was no Luke Harper, no Eric Rowan, no interference. Bryan beat him clean. But even Kofi's loss, they made it to a star. They did. And I'm happy for Kofi. He's finally getting recognition. Took him 11 years, but they're finally giving recognition. Now, here comes the rant. No, seriously, get off this video now. I'm not joking. Get off the video. You're going to get pissed. I'm going to get a bunch of dislikes. You're going to me as the next Hitler. Trust me, get off the video now. I'll tell you my score right now. This pay-per-view, besides the 2 chamber matches and tag team title match, everything else was terrible. Okay, I get this probably like maybe like a 5.5 out of 10. Okay, there was way more negatives. Oh, and then to add on to it, the promo package that we left for the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber, where the fuck was that? Where was that for the chamber? They never aired it, so that's already gone because I like that fucking promo package it did. And then Lacey Evans just showed up and then walked off. No match, no promo, nothing. She just stared at the crowd and then walked back. And that was a waste. For saying people this was a good show, just because you have 2 good chamber matches, does that mean the entire pay-per-view is fucking great? Okay? It takes more than just 1 or 2 matches to make a pay-per-view good. Or a moment or drama. So if you guys like this show, great. I'm going by every match, every segment, every little detail, and overall, after the show's done, I just felt like, well, this was just a filler pay-per-view. That's what it was. A 5.5 pay-per-view. 2 good chamber matches, a solid SmackDown tag team titles, and the rest was just filler or embarrassment. So that's pretty much it for that. Other than that, I'm done with that review. Time to go on a rant, but let's go ahead and get to comments first. Harry Flynn, keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Harry Flynn. No, it was fascinating 2018. Oh, it was? Okay, sorry, you're right. In the 6-pack challenge. Okay, so I take that back. The WWE Championship was defended last night, Fastlane 2018, that 6-pack challenge. Okay, thank you. So almost a full year without the title being defended. Ricky wrote that's Papa Fury. Pretty solid show. It was very short as well, but I figured person would hit anyway. Well, Harry Flynn, look, NXT just puts out great shows. They can put on a good show. They just have to do something. I'm sorry. If you liked it, that's fine. But I'm sorry. I'm going by what I saw, and it was crap. It wasn't good. It's not my fault. Hell, I said Royal Rumble, the last show, I thought overall was a pretty good, solid show. I thought Evolution was a great show. I thought my Bank last year, besides all the bad results, was still a very good, solid show. WWE just needs to put on a good show. But the problem is, they do stupid bookings and they have these crap finishes and stuff like that. It's hard for me to get into them. If you like that stuff, go right ahead. I'm fair. Look what I did. I just gave Kofi fairness. He had a great performance tonight. like I'm not being judgmental. I'm not just saying, oh, this pay-per-view plot was an F minus. No, I'd be lying saying like there was nothing good. But there was just so much negativity on the show that just really devalued the show for me. I'm being fair. It's the truth. I'm fair with these shows. Hell, even NXT, there's not all the shows are 100% like amazing. There's still some flops on NXT. There's still some stuff I don't like. So if you just think I'm going to hate the show, then don't subscribe. Because unless WWE puts on a good show, I'm not going to be happy. It's called reviews. I review the show, how it is. I'm honest. I keep it fair. I watch every match, every segment, and I pay attention. What I like, I talk about in a very happy and exciting match. I go, oh, this was very good. This is what I liked. And what I didn't like from people, I'm going to say. And I bounce out. And unfortunately, a lot of stuff, there was more stuff that got me mad, that made me angry, than that made me happy. It's called being fair. It's called doing a review. Everyone's acting like this was a great pay-per-view, when in reality, it really was not. Sorry. It's called being fair, and I'm being fair on this pay-per-view. I'm sorry. Overall, it was not. I didn't leave the show happy. Sorry. So, who knows? Maybe Fastlane will be a good pay-per-view. It doesn't have the best track record, though. But maybe it'll be good. I don't know. We don't even know what the card is. Maybe Fastlane will be a great pay-per-view. If it's great, it's great. If it's okay, it's okay. If it sucks, it sucks. I'm still going to review it. So be prepared. So, that being said, go ignore that. Now let's go on to the rant. Okay. This is what makes me angry. Everyone's acting like they're Kofi Kingston fan now. Ever since that 1 hour performance in Comedy, which was impressive, okay? I'm not going to take that anything away from him. Not Kofi's fault. But here's what angers me on the two biggest things that pisses me off. One, everyone's acting like they've been Kofi Kingston fans. And everyone was literally on Twitter after that one. You know what's weird? Before that got that match, no one talked about Kofi. Nobody was like, give Kofi that shot. No, give Kofi the title. Nobody. No one gave a fuck. But then after that 1 hour performance in Comedy match, oh, give Kofi the title. I'm a big fan of Kofi. Kofi's the new world champion. I'm going to be rooting for Kofi. These people piss me off because they act like they're Kofi Kingston fans. They hopped on the Kofi bandwagon just because of his performance that he wasn't even supposed to be. This shirt was from 2000, I think it's like 2010 or 11. I have a Kofi Kingston hat with the same logo. The real Kofi Kingston fan, okay? This was the real Kofi. This is the Kofi Kingston I grew up with. The Kofi Kingston I saw my first ever pay-per-view, wrestling pay-per-view, wrestling show ever. I went to live. It was the old Kofi Kingston. He had the old music, the Jamaican gimmick, and I was one of the loudest people there. I was a mega fangirl. You can make fun of me. I taught the guys I met back in the days. But he and I were still, we were close friends back then, but we were pals, and when we talked, he made fun of me for being a Kofi Kingston fan. I know people make fun of me for being fans of Kofi Kingston. Saying, oh, Kofi's not being world champion. He'll never be a world champion. You're deranged. They talk about CM Punk, John Cena. Kofi, that guy's a jobber. But it's funny now that all because of one performance on a match that he wasn't even supposed to be in, everyone jumps on the bandwagon and is assaulting to real Kofi fans like myself that have been a fan of his since he first debuted. I've been telling people that Kofi was a future WWE champion. He was my favorite during that time frame. I would say the time I stopped becoming a fan of his is when he first got paired up with the New Day. Because it wasn't the old Kofi Kingston. It wasn't Kofi Kingston I fell in love with. And because of this performance, which again was great, not taking anything away from him. But then what happens? Everybody jumps off the bandwagon. Kofi Kingston saying he needs to be WWE champion. Oh, he's been in the business for 11 years. He deserves it. Before, no one gave a shit. If the guy got released, they'd be like, oh, Kofi got released, whatever. Know that to be a fact. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but most of you are. Most of you would be like, Kofi got released, whatever. It's insulting to me, the fact that I've been a Kofi fan all my life, and everyone spits in my face telling me I'm a joke because I was a fan of Kingston. And then because of this gauntlet match, now everyone's starting to see what I've been seeing since day one with this guy. And it's a spit in my face. And it's a spit in the face to every single real Kofi fan out there. And problem number two, no one's giving credit to Mustafa Ali. People are forgetting Mustafa Ali. This was his time. You want to know why I was really looking forward to the Chamber meeting? Was because of Mustafa Ali being added. He was the wild card. Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to win. But it was cool because he was this cruiserweight guy. He was stuck on 205 Live for years. He gets up on a SmackDown, and I immediately was like, dude, this is awesome. And he's been shining. Yeah, he doesn't win all the time, but he's still great. And I have people like the Lexmen, who I figure would be all on board with Mustafa Ali, and so like, oh my god, they're over pushing him. I'll say this to Lexman, if you're watching this, which I know you won't, but you are a hypocrite, and I will give the Lexman haters credit for one thing. That is hypocritical of you because you keep saying that you want new stars, but yet when they start making new stars with Mustafa Ali, you're like, oh god, no, he's getting shoved down our throats. He's starting to get overrated. Make up your mind, okay? And it sucks because Ali unfortunately was injured and was taken out of the match. And what I've heard, the Ali spot, the Kofi spot they got, the hour performance was supposed to be Mustafa Ali. And here's the $1 million question. Do you think Mustafa Ali will have received the exact same audience reaction that Kofi did because of just his performance in the Army match? Or would you just be like, no, you don't give a fuck? Either way, I find it insulting. And it sucks because no one talks about Mustafa Ali feeling bad for him. The guy had the biggest match of his career, and the guy got screwed out because he got injured. And replaced with a guy that everyone took consider a joke and took all these spots, and now he gets all the credit. And everyone's jumping on his bandwagon, acting like the real fans when they aren't, they're fakes. And the guys like Ali, who earned his right to there, that was his rival spot, unfortunately gets injured, and everyone ignores him. They don't even go, get well soon. They just shrug him off. It's like, oh, Ali's gone, whatever. Kofi! It's a spit in my face. Spit to my face. And every Kofi Kingston fan on New Year's Resolution, that's why I'm pissed off. This bothers me. And I get it. Let me rephrase this again. Kofi is not fault. I do not hate him. He has always been a great competitor. I've been a fan of his. It's not even WWE's fault because it was wrong place at the wrong time. Kofi just got this spot because Mustafa Ali unfortunately could not compete. I get that. Injuries are going to happen, and you're going to need to improvise. I get that. What bothers me is the people flat out went from being like, oh, Kofi's a jobber, he's a joke, to let's fly with Kofi after one night. Let's go fly in the air. Let's root for Kofi. And Ali's just all alone. You know what I was doing on Twitter? Saying, I hope he get back soon. I wasn't on the Kofi Kingston bandwagon, but everybody was typing on the keyboard saying, Kofi Kingston needs to win. I was covering Mustafa Ali saying, I hope he get well soon. Justice for Ali. That's what I was doing. Because I felt bad for the guy. That's why I'm at. And this is not goes to everyone. This is not to everybody. So anyone in the chat room, look, it just irates me. This is a major pet peeve and it irates me. It just sucks. It sucks that people are jumping on the Kofi Kingston bandwagon to the point where this Kofi Kingston fan wearing this shirt was already like, yeah, I'm sick of Kofi now. When it was eliminated, I was like, thank God. Because if they did give the Kofi Kingston the title, you know what can happen, right? He was only going to hold it for maybe a month at most. Give him a Christian run for Black History Month. Do you honestly think Kofi was going to go to WrestleMania as champion, especially with the New Day gimmick? Really? If anything, he was only going to hold the title probably until Fastlane and then drop it back to Bryan. And that would make a joke of the title because you would just have Bryan drop the title to Kofi just for Kofi to drop it back to him. You'd be playing hot potato. Be like, what was the point of giving the title to Kofi? And again, they could do a Kofi Bryan feud. They could. Will I be against that? No. But one, Kofi would have to get rid of the New Day stuff because I'm sick of that. And you have to go back to old Kofi. And they have to tell a cohesive story. But it just bothers me when people act like they're Kofi fans when it was one match and everyone's already on board with him. And this guy's been in the business for 11 years and they thought he was a joke. They thought he would just be tag team, mid card, or jobber. And meanwhile, Ali is not even getting any thank yous or get wells. That's what bothers me. That's all I said. That's all I can say. If you're in the chat room, if you agree with me, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. Not going to force you to agree with me always. I mean, Fafa Fu is a prime example. He practically disagrees with me 24/7. Harry Flynn, we've had our fair share of stuff. I don't know Laura and I probably don't always agree on stuff, but that's fine. This is on a personal level with me. And I need to get off my chest. If you guys want to jump on the Kofi bandwagon, I don't care who you are, go right ahead. But if you want to understand why I'm so pissed, now you know. You don't have to agree with me, that's fine. If I can respect your opinion, respect mine. But that's why I'm angry. That's why I have a problem with it. So I think that's it. So take care of all my peeps and comment down below to give me your thoughts about the pay-per-view. Obviously, most of you are going to think this was good. If you want to die, it was a great show. List the reasons why. All the reasons why it was great. I'd like to hear it. All right, take care of my peeps, and I'll see you guys next time.